So I'm a huge coffee fan, and I couldn't be more excited for the brand new Jura ENA 4. So why am I so excited about the ENA 4? Well, the ENA 8 that came out a year or so ago is a fully automatic, full coffee machine that does lattes, cappuccinos, and all different types of milky drinks. And it is a absolutely amazing little footprint. And the beautiful design feature of the ENA 8 is that the water is super, super accessible. And this may seem like a small thing, but it's a big, big deal. And it's great how easy it is to get at the water and fill up the water, because when you're making a reasonable amount of coffee, water gets depleted quite quickly, and you want to have fresh water in all the time. And so having easy access to your water is huge. So the coffee machine that just did coffee previously to now in the Jura lineup was called the A1, and it had a rear loading water reservoir, and that was a bit problematic to get at if you had it under a regular counter. So they have now made the ENA 4 that is the exact same style or shape of machine as the ENA 8, and all it does is do just straight coffees. And it has exactly the same water reservoir. So easy to access, easy to take out, put in, and super, super great. So the only real beef with a Jura machine, because they are so fantastic, is the access to the water. That is now completely taken care of. So amazing access, amazing design, proven concept. It fits in almost every single kitchen because the ENA 8 has been so popular for us. Now the ENA 4, that is basically the same machine. So the use of this machine is super, super simple. It has the way in which you can set your coffee strength is the first thing that it wants to do, or you can have a bypass for the way to put in pre-ground decaffeinated coffee, which is great for those that want to do it. And you can just cycle through the strength of your type of coffee, from a weak to medium to strong. And then from there, all it is 2 buttons. You have a espresso and Americano, and that's just absolutely it. And you just can preset for your shape, no problem. If you want to have it longer or shorter on the daily, you just do that, or just stick with the factory recommendations, which are great. So super, super simple. I'll draw a quick coffee here and just show you how easy it is to use. And I couldn't really recommend this machine enough, especially if you are somebody that likes to add your own milk after. So I have tried with lots of different types of Jura machines to put in plant-based milks, oat milks, almond milks, hemp milks, you name it. I've tried it, doesn't really work that well. I've made some success, but really it's not awesome. So I like to warm the milk pre. My wife, who likes milky drinks, I'll do something to warm it slowly and so it doesn't separate, and I add it together later and it works out great. So this is only a coffee machine, and it makes an absolutely amazing hot coffee. So let's get on making a coffee. So it really couldn't be more simple. As I was saying before, you can cycle through to weak, medium, strong, or to the bypass. And so I'll put it on to strong, and you got Americano on the right and espresso on the left. And it's gonna do a little cleaning cycle when you first push a button, and then it's gonna draw through. So we'll hit for an espresso, and you can adjust where it sits so you don't get it. If it's up high for a larger cup, it will be a little more bubbly. So you wanna push down to get it close to the where it's gonna dispense, and then you'll get a nicer, thinner finish to it, or a better way to explain it is that you won't have a frothiness to it. So you have a nice, smooth finish to your crema. So it just takes a sec to go through the cycle, and then it's gonna grind and start to draw. And what I found that is really nice with this machine over the A1 is the heat. So the heat of this coffee is incredible. And then when we're also done here, I'm gonna show you another thing in which I find is normal within Jura machines, all Jura machines, but not so much within the A1. So There we go for our coffee. So that is a beautiful looking espresso. So, and we are also using Victoria Roasted Fernwood Coffee Company, right? That's the 1976 espresso, which is tremendous in a Jura machine. It is not too oily, which is really, really important. So something that is super bad for Jura machines is oily coffee. So these, see, they're not very shiny. These are actually brilliant for Jura. Not too shiny, you know, dark enough and a deep enough flavor, but oily coffee really kill Juras. It's a quick way to have your Jura into the service is to use like Starbucks style oily coffee. So this is how you empty out your water reservoir when things have run through, and this is your spent coffee grinds. But what's really cool in here is that the dryness of these guys is intense comparably to the A1. So the A1s come out really quite soupy. And these guys are super, super dry. You can say they almost stay in their puck shape, which is just giving you a better draw. For whatever reason, this just works better than the A1 for, you know, getting full spend out of the coffee. So that is an amazing feature, and absolutely loving this guy so far. Okay, so I can't say enough good things about the A4 so far. Super excited to have it. Right now, it's only $100 more than the A1. So not to talk down the A1, it's been a great machine, really enjoyed it. I used it for years, but this is definitely a step up. So I'm really excited. It's great in the lineup. The ENA 8 has been such a brilliant machine for filling the gap for so many people. It's nice and compact. It does almost everything the S8 does, you know, just a few less drinks, and it's less money, and it's been brilliant. But you just take, you know, $1,000 off, you just have coffee, and you've got the ENA 4. So I couldn't be more excited. So cheers.